older, just as a rishi, how they lived the higher consciousness, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva, they could see that beyond their space there existed consciousness, and they could live that the very space in the very reality they were experiencing. They lived a rich culture. Bhagavan beautifully speaks on the Atma Pramana here, how Guruvak is the ultimate gift, that is the greatest gift that you can give yourself. Bhagavan beautifully explains.
These basic truths, Sarvam Brahmopanishatam, everything exists is consciousness. Everything exists is consciousness. I still remember I was 8 or 9-year-old boy sitting with two of my gurus. I had the fortune of having 4 or 5 gurus continuously, making all their time and energy available to me. So two of my gurus, I was sitting with two of my gurus, and the temple bell rang. The lifestyle in Arunachala is so beautiful. You know it is morning only when you hear the temple bell. You know it is breakfast time by listening the crackers in the temple. Every puja, there will be temple crackers. All the 6 pujas, there will be temple crackers. Only listening to that sound, we know the time. So the temple bell rang, means Nevedyam. The food is being offered to Sadashiva. Both my gurus immediately looked at me and said, go and bring the prasadam. After the Nevedyam is done, it will be given to all the devotees. It will be shared with all the devotees. They both were sitting in one corner and asked me, go and bring. I went to the place where they distribute the prasadam and waited. Puja was over. The rituals got completed and they started serving. And I stretched my hand and the priest gave one share. It's like one share itself will be almost like half a kg rice. In one big leaf they'll give. And then the pujari was telling, the pujari saw before going to the puja that I was sitting with both my gurus, and the pujari is very greatly devoted, highly devoted to both the gurus. So the pujari saw and told me, hey, take 2 more for them also. They are sitting. Take 1 for you, take 2 more for them. I was a little reluctant because one of the boy and girl who were my classmates are standing in the queue next to me. They will laugh at me, taking so much, all for one person. So for this purpose only you are sitting in the temple whole day. That's the way they usually make fun of kids. So, and I know already they are gazing at me in the mood of making fun. I felt little pride. I'm from a big family, and again I've been told from beginning that you are from a big family and you have to behave yourself like that in the public. So I told the pujari, no need, this is enough, and I brought the Nevedyam to both my gurus. They asked, hey, where is our share? Did the pujari not give? As if they both eat. Actually, both the fellows doesn't eat anything. Very rarely they will touch and put 2-3 grains in the mouth and give it to other people who are sitting with them. And I said, no, you don't eat. You eat rarely. This is more than enough for all 3 of us. They asked, no, did that pujari give or not? I said, yes, he gave. He wanted to give. He asked me, take 2 more to both the swamis. Then they asked, why did you refuse? No, behind me, my classmates are standing. They'll make fun of me that I'm taking so much. Am I going to eat so much? And for this food only, I'm in the temple. They will tease me. I don't want to get teased by them, so I brought. only my portion. Till this moment, they were very casual, laughing, smiling. Immediately I saw Kuppamal staring at my eyes and saying, go to their shop street and beg and bring the food. That's the word she uttered. They both own a shop. This means their father owns a shop. The same street where my father also owns a shop, and the whole street is literally ruled by my grandfather. He is the head of that whole association. So I always walk in that street with the pride. I'm a grandson of this guy, And all the shop owners are either family or friends. So any shop we enter and eat anything, whether it is jaggery or dal or anything in any of the shops is free, and we'll directly go and sit. And in village, actually, we know literally everyone's name. And it's a different lifestyle. But in that same street, I have to beg now. All will make fun. What happened to your grandfather and his wealth? They will ask all questions and they will tell my grandfather. That is the next problem. That your grandson is begging in the street. Why you are not giving food for him? Of course, one good thing I had. I think this is the greatest boon Sadashiva gave. Just obeying the Guru Vak. I think that's the greatest wealth I brought with me, I tell you. The future may describe various things as my main contribution. Some may say my Gurukul is my contribution, and some may say the science of manifesting powers is my great contribution. Some may say science of enlightenment is my great contribution. But I tell you, the greatest thing I brought, which was useful for me, is surrender to the Guru Vak. If any of you feel in a very short span, in a very young age, in small number of years, I have done big work. Whoever feels, if you feel that, if you want to know the secret, I tell you, complete surrender to the Guru Vak, to the letter and spirit, that reduced lot of time wastage. The moment my Guru said, go and beg the same street, in the same shop and bring food, I know now it is serious. It's not casual. It's not fun anymore. It means I have done something out of my pattern or out of the context which my masters are correcting. I tell you, I stood up, straight went to that street, begged and brought whatever I got. Naturally, all friends, family, they all gave so many things. I have to take a small pulling cart. In villages, there will not be rickshaw, the hand-pulled cart. So I have to hire a small hand-pulled cart to bring all the items I got as bhiksha to my Guru. So I hired a small vehicle and brought the whole thing and put it at the feet of both the Gurus, and I realized, understand, that was one of the greatest realization I had. I should not be bothered about imaginary opinions of others. I tell you, the liberation that happened at that moment is still now useful for me. Next day I had a chance to talk to both my friends. They were asking me, hey, why were you going for Bhiksha in all the shops? Did you do any prayer, or is it any divine commitment? In villages, we have a habit that if somebody is sick, they pray to Venkateshwara and Kuladevata, that they will go for Bhiksha and bring and offer it in the undi. Still we do that. Every Puratasi month, all the Vaishnavas, they go for Bhiksha and take it and offer it to Vishnu temple, and Shaivites, every Margasirsha month, go for Bhiksha and offer it to the Shiva temple. They asked, when both the friends asked me that, hey, did you have any prayer? Why were you begging? In the mind I was thinking, only you fellows are responsible for my begging. And only now I understand, you guys did not even have the idea which I was thinking you guys will be having. Understand. If you understand this one truth, the amount of time you are wasting in your life without moving towards your goal will be cut 80%. I am telling you. My idea that this is what they will be thinking, even though they are not thinking, and even if they are thinking, that should not be postponing or pushing my decisions and my actions. But imagining this is what they will be thinking and not doing what I am supposed to do. Please understand, this is one of the most powerful, sickening patterns in which all of us are stuck. Pattern. Yes, if I worked on completion, I myself would have got out of that pattern, but when I am 50, fortunately, I had that implicit surrender to Guru Vak. It only took 50 minutes for me to get out. Going and doing Bhiksha, I just know the pattern. There is some pattern. That is the reason. Some reason. Something is not right in me. That is the reason I did not take that prasad and just come and came back.
So beautifully, Bhagavan explained what is Guru Vak. Preparing ourselves to become ready, the Turiya space. When we are ready, when Bhagavan simply downloads in us, it becomes reality. All Bhagavan is doing is making us ready with all the sciences so that we are ready for Bhagavan to download all the greater science in each of us. Now the Balasans beautifully sharing their experience, how they did the mind reading.
My name is Ma Nitya Mahajayananda, and I had the pleasure of manifesting with a great group of Balasans. So I'm going to be introducing them. Ma Yana Maya, Ma Yana Maya, Ma Ramesha, Ma Deepa, Ma Vedapriya, Ma Shivya Vidya, and Ma Parasuka.
I was into the Aushadha yesterday. Swamiji told that no obstacles will be facing. The moment I initiated, Aushadha yesterday, Swamiji told that no obstacles will be facing. The moment I initiated, immediately you guys will start manifesting. When he told, the confidence it came. So when I was sitting with my friend and manifesting, immediately the whole group started materializing Kum, Chandan. By seeing the materialization, even I got very excited and decided to manifest. And immediately started manifesting body scanning, house scanning, and mind reading.
One thing that I forgot to mention about Ma Yanamaya was that I had wrote down a name of a deity, Ma Mariaman, and I had folded it so she couldn't see it. And she actually got the name within 2 tries. It was amazing.
Mariamman is not a normal god, like very rare that you would write that. And simply she was able to see through her third eye. Now let us get into the oneness space and experience the Paramashiva space in us. If you have a partner, you can call them and tell them you're going to have their thought currents or any word they write down to be read by you. The mind reading that you're going to do, please explain to them. Have a pencil and paper with you so that whatever Paramashiva shows, you can write it down. And if you have Jnananjan in your Kantamala, you can apply in your third eye and your temple. And beautifully, Bhagavan has given all these greater signs when we merge into the oneness space of Paramashiva. Whatever words that they write down, or even the thought currents that you can see, that is revealed, share with them at the end of the cycle and verify authentically whatever Paramashiva Prasada is. And if it is correct, please go ahead and share at the end of the session. Now let's have few minutes of meditation. All this meditation makes us pure space to receive Paramashiva whenever Paramashiva is going to give us. Whenever we are ready, he will just shower in all of us and manifest the auspiciousness and abundance. All the greater signs, Bhagavan says, the more you manifest powers, it pokes hole in your self-doubt, self-denial and self-hatred. It pokes hole in your mind so that you understand more and more, hey, I am not just a mind, I am consciousness. I am the existential reality, and how I function when I am in the deep sleep. I can be in that same space, unclutched, untouched by anything, just like how the sun is not touched, the sky is not touched by any of the clouds or birds or anything. It just exists. Whatever happened, it still exists. That is the most beautiful thing. So many flowers, the lotus flower, it does not get touched by the water. It is in the water all the time, but it does not get crushed by the water. It is so beautiful. The bee is making only sound till it reaches the flower. The minute it reaches the flower, there is absolutely no sound. Like that, the inner chatter goes on till we are in the, once we reside in the Paramashiva space, nothing is required after that. We can experience all the bliss and auspiciousness. That happens when we start following these instructions as Guruvak intensely and entangle with Bhagavan in the oneness capsule. Sit straight with your head, neck and spine in a straight line so that the Kundalini raises to your Ajna. Bring yourself to Paramashiva space in your third eye. Again and again raise yourself and bring your awareness to your third eye, visualizing Paramashiva Parashakti. Sit as 25 heads and through 25 third eyes start observing everything, and with 50 hands, alive, so energetic, so auspicious, so blissful, and all the Sarvajñatva just downloads in you as reality. When we understand we are Paramashiva, the very existence who we are, and we are the greatest happening because Paramashiva has chosen us to manifest these powers. Hold that beautiful space of oneness and be very clear, you are going to manifest all the powers of Paramashiva. It is power manifestation is not to achieve something, to show off something or demonstrate that I can do it. No, it is to recognize who you are. The very core is Paramashiva. The minute you started breathing or crying, the very from the womb, you started manifesting the powers. And we continue to manifest. Only thing we forgot to recognize the author and who's patented it and who's the very owner of it. Bhagavan beautifully says, that which cannot be forgotten and which cannot be remembered, but that which remembers you. Who is that? All these five senses are just utility. And when you grab with the mind and simply it settles down and starts serving you as your functions. And simply you can experience the higher reality. Now let's experience that beautiful space with chanting the Mahavakya from our navel center continuously with a deep listening, and entangle with Bhagavan continuously in the oneness space. And whatever Bhagavan shows, write it down and share it at the end of the cycle with your partner to verify the details. Let's start chanting for a few minutes, being in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, the deep sleep and Samadhi difference. You fall into the Anandagandha, you fall outside, you are not in the beautiful space but unconscious space. So all we need to do, consciously get into the sleep state where you have the ultimate bliss happening in you. Let's chant Mahavakya with a deep listening from the navel center, entangle with Bhagavan in such a joy and oneness, and experience that space and manifest the powers of mind reading.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Please open your eyes. Such a beautiful space. Whatever Paramashiva has shown you, the mind reading of your partner that Bhagavan has shown you, please go ahead and call that person or tell that person what you have seen, even a portion of it, even the thought trend that you're able to see. Go ahead, share with the other person and authentically verify the details. And if you got it correct, please go ahead and share in the social media wherever you are connected. All these greater signs that Bhagavan is showing us again and again, if we surrender our identity, we will start understanding that Paramashiva is who we are. Before we were born, how we are after the death, everything that each day that we go into that beautiful space, we are Paramashiva who experiences that. only for some value of time that we are in the delusion. Rest of the time we are in the deep sleep where we are with Paramashiva. Again and again, if we know to walk in and walk out of that, it's scientifically said how the dopamine starts functioning and starts releasing the beautiful hormone, complete bliss and complete harmony inside you. The deep peace and bliss that you experience becomes auspiciousness and abundance. Bhagavan says, I reside in Arnagiri Yogeshwara and simply Kailasha is my whatever as my gift that I have received. It is only a side byproduct of what I experience, the oneness. The oneness is the currency. How you have the currency in the outer world, money. Same way, the currency is the oneness space. You merging into Paramashiva, how you merge into the sleep. Same way, you merge into Paramashiva, you are enlightened. And few seconds, it only takes few seconds to experience that. Bhagavan says 21 is simpler than a blink of an eye, it says. Because 21 seconds you're able to experience this bliss, you get into the enlightened space itself. Even 2-3 seconds, yes, it is all seconds, you can start manifesting powers. That is why it is so simple that even a child of 5 years, Prahlada, was able to manifest all the powers. All he decided was consciousness is everything. And he lived as reality. And Avatar was not born and got groomed and everything. Prahlada just pointed his little finger. Bhagavan says, even a pillar got pregnant. Immediately the avatar happened as Narsimha. Hiranyakasipu was a great bhakta of Shiva, arrogant for whatever, the greed, and destroyed himself. But he was a great Shiva bhakta. Ravana was a great Shiva bhakta. All of them, just as in one pattern, they got destroyed. But because of their Shiva bhakta, they got destroyed by the avatar itself. That always says Ravana got best of everything in his life. The ultimate gift that he had got in his life was the death to Ravana, removing his arrogance. When Rama was asked, did you kill Ravana? He said, I killed his ego, not him. And only thing he has liberated, that very soul of consciousness as Paramashiva, as ultimate reality. Or if we understand to let go our identity, how we do it when we go to sleep, into Paramashiva space, we can experience all auspiciousness, healing, abundance, just like that. Bhagavan says you can cover the planet Earth with gold if you do the samyama. If the silence is so powerful that you can make manifest ultimate realities. All these greater signs might look very small, but Paramashiva has so many references how they manifested. The Brigadeshwar temple, which was the largest temple, which was all in gold, and the British Museum records these details as 250 tons of gold. They looted us, but it is a fact that they manifested so much of wealth. Till Britishers came, the first thing they noted is no beggars in the country, because they all manifested whatever they want, auspiciousness and abundance. The greatest science is what Bhagavan is reviving as Kailasha. Whoever is contributing, blessings for them. And let's have one more cycle and continuously let's merge into Paramashiva and do the power of mind reading, experiencing the oneness by chanting the Mahavakya with a deep listening to the Mahavakya. Let's take few minutes, put away your gadgets, put away, unclutch from your thoughts and sit only as Paramashiva, as Parashakti. Just be in that bhava. Let her just manifest through you. Experience the highest reality as conscious sovereignty. Chanting the Mahavakya continuously.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vanni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Vani open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda.
So beautiful. Please open your eyes, and whatever prasada you have received, whatever you have seen, and verify with your partner clearly the thought currents or the words that you have written down. Take a picture of that and post it in tinyurl.com/power manifestation. When you authentically verify it's the same thing that they have been thinking, such a beautiful space. Even if they could give us a testimonial or written down with a timestamp, they have taken a picture, you can share that. More authentic way of sharing, more you start experiencing oneness. When you're sharing, make sure you're thanking Bhagwan and tagging to your friends and family or whoever you would like to bring them to the power manifestation. And thank you so much. So many are offering their gratitude to Kailasha as one few currencies from their country. Beautiful. All that you are offering simply protects you for the reason you are offering. It's very powerful technique. Whenever we offer any of the currency with a context, that's why they have the Gurumudi, they put a coin, they do a homa, they put a coin. Everywhere in every ritual, we offer a currency and have a sankalpa that this should manifest as reality. We used to go to temple tank in the temple, there'll be a huge tank and offer just copper coins, and that'll be like few pennies or cents, and simply wish for the ultimate, and simply Paramashiva will manifest the reality. So now we have the opportunity, a dollar sign that is there in the YouTube. You can offer your gratitude to Kailasha with a sankalpa, whatever you want it to be true. Just like a little kid putting in a wishing well, you can drop few pennies, but hold that space for manifesting that reality. That beautiful science is brought to us by Bhagwan for simple reason to bring more and more conscious sovereignty as our reality. So thanking each and every one of you here manifesting the powers, and let's with a deep gratitude and deep earning that I am Paramashiva, asking Bhagwan to make this as our existential reality. With that, let's end this session with a Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you so much. At 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. in the Zoom, we'll have more power manifestation session. Thank you, Nithyananda.